Fireflies has over 200 AI skills you can run on your meetings. I tested one built for sales calls on a meeting that wasn't a sales call, compared their Todos skill against the free action items I already had, and then built a custom skill of my own from scratch. Quick subscribe if you want honest AI tool tests like this every week. Let's see what actually held up. Inside AI skills there are 3 tabs: Discover, Active Skills, and Feed. Discover is the library itself, with recommended skills like Idea Generator, Daily Stand-Ups, and Band right at the top. Scrolling further, it's organized by category: sales, security, product management, customer support, marketing, HR, education. That's the real scope here. This isn't 5 or 6 templates, it's a genuine library. First test, I deliberately picked a skill that doesn't quite fit. Sales call is built to organize a summary around pain points and closing opportunities. My Sarah and James meeting is a project kickoff, not a sales pitch. I click into Sales, find Sales Call, and hit Try Skill. And it instantly generated a full breakdown: pain points, business needs, recommended changes, a close recommendation, and next actions. It actually managed to reframe the checkout conversion problem as a pain point and the guest checkout fix as a recommended change, even though nobody in this call was actually selling anything. It stretched to fit, but it didn't break. Next, Todos. I already have native action items from this meeting in an earlier video, so this is a direct comparison. Does a dedicated skill add anything, or is it just doing the same job twice? Click Try Skill under Todos. It came back titled with the actual meeting name, and led with the guest checkout item, same core content as the native action items, just formatted slightly differently. Honestly, for this meeting, it didn't add much beyond what was already free. Where I'd guess this actually earns its keep is on longer, messier meetings with action items scattered across a full hour. This one was short and clean enough that both approaches landed in the same place. Now the part 1 actually wanted to test most, building my own skill from scratch. I click Create Skill, and it asks, "What would you like this to do?" I typed out a real prompt. Write a professional follow-up email to the client, summarizing the discussion, confirming decisions, listing next steps with owners and deadlines, and confirming the next meeting date. I selected the Sarah and James meeting, hit Next, and it walks you through settings, instructions, how often it runs, output format, who can see it, and even integrations to send the output straight to email, Notion, or Google Drive. I set it to run only on meetings matching a specific title filter, saved that as Sarah and James discussion, and created the skill. A confirmation popped up at the bottom. The skill was created and would run automatically on all future meetings I own going forward. Here's something worth flagging honestly. When I went to actually test my new skill under Discover, there was no Try Skill button, because it was already enabled by default, running automatically instead of letting me trigger it manually. I had to disable it first just to get that button back and run a one-off test. Small thing, but worth knowing if you build your own skill and can't figure out why the test button is missing. With that fixed, I clicked Try Skill, and here's the actual output: a complete, ready-to-send email. Subject line: follow-up and next steps, website redesign, checkout improvement. It opened with, "Hi Sarah," and went straight into an accurate recap of what was discussed, the decisions made, and the next steps. This is genuinely something I could copy, paste, and send with barely any editing. So across 3 tests, the pre-built sales call skill stretched to fit a meeting it wasn't built for. Todos duplicated what I already had for free, but the custom skill I built myself was genuinely the most useful thing here. If you're a freelancer sending client recaps, building your own skill like this could save real time every single week. Link to try Fireflies is in the description. Subscribe if you want more honest AI tool testing. See you in the next one.